Hello. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. My gosh. I don't know about y'all, but it is cold. This is LA. It shouldn't be cold ever. Hey. Oh my gosh. Happy February, y'all. I can't believe it's near the end of February already. Uh, oh my gosh, we're getting through this year though, right? Together, 2022. I hope everybody had a good 2/22/22 yesterday. It was a good Tuesday, very magical day. It was the first time that happened in the last like 400 years. So I hope you were able to embrace the energy of that day. And all in all, February, I hope you're having a good one. It's Black History Month. It's also the month of love. So it's like love of all things. For me, love of the occult and self care. So hope that you were able to enjoy some of that. If you've been noticing with our stories this month, we've really been leaning in to expressing Black voices in horror. And particularly, I think a lot of you enjoyed our Candyman story. I made sure that we had a Candyman story this month. And something that I was thinking of, there's a lot of different ways that you can do Candyman. If any of y'all were inspired by that story and want to like send in something that's Candyman, like in that Candyman universe, I'm thinking that we could do some more with that because there's just so much fun to be had with that particular. He's a lot and I enjoy working with that. So hopefully you've enjoyed also if you're with our Instagram at all over at Something Scary. It's called Something Scary Official, I believe. You see that we've broken down some bios and everything for some of the writers that we were spotlighting this month. Great writers. And also make sure that you're subscribed here to YouTube. Turn on your notifications so you know when we're like doing this. We try to do this once a month, and you don't want to miss our weekly videos or podcast stories. And if you like to listen to the podcast from an app, go ahead and subscribe, Spotify or Apple, or if you're not into Spotify right now, whatever, wherever you listen to it. Yeah, and obviously, I'm Markeia McCarty. I am a host and producer, head story editor for Something Scary. And yeah. Oh, if you want to follow me on social media, Markeia McCarty is spelled MarkeiaMcCarty. And that's you can find me everywhere, just my first name. We'll go ahead and do it. M.A. Solko, thank you so much for your donation. How scary will today's episode be on a 1 to 10 scale? I can't handle higher than 7 today. That is so fun. Um, yeah, for these spooky scary times, we have some real life experiences that are mixed in here. So I think we're going to get slice of horror life into other people. So I think that that's going to resonate pretty pretty well with people. So buckle up, Ma Solko, and hold on. And also for my socials, TikTok and Twitch, I'm Darth Markeia, Markeia. And also let me know what new movies or TV shows that y'all are watching, horror related, something that I should check out. There's a lot of different things out there. I've started, I don't know if y'all remember Fear the Walking Dead. I'd never finished that. And now I've started rewatching that. I think it's like season 4, season 5 I'm looking at. It's literally the one where the black guy from Walking Dead is now part of the cast in Fear the Walking Dead, the one with the staff. And I can't believe I'm forgetting his name right now. Y'all probably know his name. Um, The one that saved Rick really early on, like in the first episode, and then he came back and was helping things out. Spoilers for that. But it's a decent Walking Dead's a decent show to watch up to a specific season. I feel very strongly about that. Okay, let's do a couple of shout outs and then let's jump into our scary stories for today. So let's see who we got in here. Do do do. Harley Winter, you just got your shout out. Yeah, we did post yesterday. Glad that you enjoyed that. Oh, okay. Tilly Cat, you just got your shout out. Oh, hello, Tilly Cat. Uh, Susan, Angelina Kravinko, you just got your shout out. Do-do-do. Bella Perkins, you just got your shout out. And also, spammers don't get shout outs. So don't spam because why? Don't worry, we're going to be here for a second. Oh, I'm a dweeb. You just got your shout out. This month felt long, ironically enough. I know, right? How is it like the shortest month? If I have months that I don't enjoy, well, I enjoy the relation of it. I like Black History Month. I like delving into the culture of it, and the amplification of voices obviously is something we should do the entire year. Feel very strongly about that, but I do like the focus that happens in that particular month. February itself though, God, February is weather-wise not enjoying it. I think the only month I enjoy less is January. So that was my month TED Talk for y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into these scary stories. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. Okay. So these are ones that the head person on the channel and their assistant like picks out, and then I pick from this. I try to be as surprised with this as you are hearing it with these, as opposed to the other ones where we spend a lot of time back and forth with it. Well, I do. Okay, let's do this one. Ella, if you're out there already, thank you so much for sending in this story for us. They call it the driveway. I laid in bed for what felt like hours trying to fall asleep. I tried counting sheep, getting more blankets to make me more comfortable, and even shutting off everything that gave off even a little bit of light, but it didn't help. I still couldn't fall asleep. I don't have a clock in my room, so I had no idea what time it was, but I assumed it was late. It was so silent, I could almost hear my own thoughts ticking in my head. There were no crickets chirping, no wind, nothing. All I wanted to do was fall asleep so I could be energized for the day ahead. Pretty soon, my eyes were too heavy to keep open, and I fell asleep, but not for long. I awoke to the sound of an engine. It sounded as if someone got their car stuck in the mud and they pressed the gas pedal over and over again, hoping they could become unstuck, but the tires just turned in place, splashing the mud everywhere. My house is on the top of a big hill, covered by trees. I live alone, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. My driveway is steep. A lot of times people struggle to make it up. The driveway is so long that you cannot see what is at the bottom. I tried to listen harder as the car engine sounded closer. In fact, it sounded so close, like it was trying to come all the way up my driveway. I got out of bed, looked out my bedroom window to see the pitch black sky with a few stars here and there. I looked over into the woods and saw lights shining through the trees. Headlights, I thought to myself. I still heard the noise of a vehicle trying its hardest to move up the steep hill. The headlights would slowly get closer. Then they would move back a little, like the car was slightly rolling back down the hill. I ran downstairs to my front door and locked it. The struggling engine noise was getting closer. I ran to the back door, locked it. It's getting louder. I grabbed my phone. It's getting louder. Then, nothing. The noise stopped. I ran to the window in the front of the house. I looked through the trees and saw no lights. Standing by the front door, I slowly unlatched the lock and twisted the doorknob. I opened the front door open a crack and stuck my ear out, seeing if I could hear anything. I heard a car door slam, which means that whoever was driving the car had gotten out. I quickly shut the front door, ran up the stairs into my room, trying to turn on my phone so I could call the police. It was dead. I put it on the charger, but I could not just sit there waiting for it to turn on, so I got up and opened my window, trying to listen. I heard footsteps hitting the gravel of the driveway. They were close, very close, closer still. I still could not see much because the sky was still dark and my outside lights had not turned on. The footsteps stepped closer to the front door now. One foot stepped onto the porch, then the other, then a loud knock at the door. I did not know what to do. My phone was on the charger, but when I looked, my phone was updating. It was unusable. It might as well be dead. I could not see anything, or whoever was at the door, but they seemed very eager to come in. They kept knocking, louder, louder, loud each time. I then heard the doorknob creak, the front door slowly creep open. I forgot to relock the door. Thank you so much, Ella, for sharing this wonderful story with us. Ooh, a bit of a cliffhanger there, huh? And it also reminded me that we did not light our black candle because every story that is sent in, every experience that's sent in, whether it is whether the person thinks is 100% made up, it's never 100% made up. It happens somewhere. It resonates in some way. So, we protect ourselves from anything that might come out of these stories and negativity in general. Ooh, so what do we think about that one, y'all? Oh my gosh, Ella, the driveway. Has anybody been home alone in that way, hearing a noise outside? Maybe you live somewhere where you can hear every noise that's in that driveway. I have family that I guess you could say like lives in the countryside, like rural, like southern rural. That's a kind of darkness at night that you just don't really feel everywhere else. You don't feel that in cities. Let's see what we got going on here. Ruth Lopez, you just got your shout out. No, is this Maja? You just got your shout out. Who animates your videos? Oh, we have two animators right now. That is Irma and also Mari. Mari has been with us longer. Both of them are fantastic illustrators, and they're doing amazing jobs. It's really cool whenever y'all make comments on how much you're enjoying the style of what they're doing. See here. Oh, this is Chayla. You just got your shout out. Love from Trinidad and Tobago. What? Yes. Rhea, you just got your shout out. I love your vids and I can barely sleep at night. You're not the only one. Sometimes it's because of horror, sometimes it's just because. Oh, old channel. That's a fun old channel. You just got your shout out. I think that is one of the most unique usernames I've run across. It's like if someone was named Blanket. Like, was that was Michael Jackson's son, right? It's so cool how when you tell scary stories, you make themselves scared, and they are. Oh, thank you. Hmm. Okay, don't forget to tell me what are some of the things that y'all are watching. I definitely want to have some more things like that. There's this one movie that I am going to be watching when it comes up. HBO Max like contacted me about this. It's the new Taika Waititi movie where he's like the dread Black Pirate Roberts or whatnot. I forget what it's called. I keep on in my head. I keep on calling it Black Flag or something like that. But I will be watching that when they send that to me. So that should be coming next week, and I'll post about that. I'm excited about that one. Pirate meets a little bit of horror kind of a deal. So, oh, and we have someone from Bosnia. Ah, thanks for joining us. Hey, forgive me, Masipsa Koznet. You just got your shout out, and my apologies if I butchered that. Okay, so from Micah, I know I'm super late, but I recently started listening to the podcast and I'm currently listening to the episode Invocations of the Damned. Oh, okay. And I just heard that your birthday was on August 27th. Yes, I am such a Virgo. Happy half birthday. And it's exactly 7 months after my birthday, or 4 months before my birthday. Mine is January 27th. Happy belated birthday. And I just wanted to make sure I wish you a very happy birthday, Markeia. Oh my gosh, thank you. And I love the podcast episodes and keep up the good work. Lots of love. One of your biggest fans, Micah. Micah, you are a darling. Thank you so much. That makes me feel so good. And I really appreciate that. And that timey wimey, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, where it's like half birthdays, 7 months or 4 months. That was very cool. Okay, so ooh, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. Here, let's do this one real quick. From Aaliyah. Have we done this? Oh no, no, I've done that one before. I did that last live stream. Okay. So let's see here. We have okay, this is from Zhongli. Let's try this one. Hello everyone. Welcome. Hi. Oh, hi. Yeah, where's everybody from here? Got like I see a hi from Canada. Leah Klein just got your shout out. Hello. Doo-doo. Oh my gosh, such a good one. M.A. Solko, All of Us Are Dead, broke my soul in the best way. I loved that. If y'all don't know, that is on Netflix. It is wonderful. I don't know if any of y'all know the anime High School of the Dead, but it kind of smacks of that, without but the characters in All of Us Are Dead are very real. It's like very soap opera meets zombie. I tweeted about it for like a bit off and on. It's like one of the top ones. Gosh, what was that other Squid Game? A lot of people love Squid Game if you haven't seen that. Of course, you have to have Netflix for these. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Boomstick McFlame Job. Boomstick McFlame Job. I want to turn that username into a character for one of my tabletop role playing games. I'll make it like maybe a skeletal Wild Wild West character who shoots first, asks questions later. Boomstick McFlame Job. Oh my gosh. Echo 12356. You just got your shout out. Horror Noir. Great one. Very good one. That's on Shutter. Of course, Marco Baker. Oh, hey. You just got your shout out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix. Not a masterpiece, but very gory. Very nicely put. I do not disagree with you on that. For those of you that haven't seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think you should see that. That is on Shudder because I'm very certain I saw that on Shudder. I think I talked about it. Okay, so let's do another scary story. um, sorry, excuse me. I was just thinking of Boomstick McFlame Job. Now I'm gonna have to make that into a character. I'm gonna have so much fun with that. Okay, so here is our story from Zhongli. Hi, how are you? I'm a big fan of spooky stories and have been watching your videos for a while. Also, this scary story is a ghost encounter I had when I was 8. Mm, here's the story. Why am I such an idiot? I asked myself as I lay in bed. I was 8 years old and I had a really bad day. I also had anger issues, so guess what? I tore down a computer from the wall and onto the floor at school because I couldn't get 5 math problems right. Probably the worst part was that I had my nightlight removed from my room, which left me alone in the dark, and just to make matters worse, my bed faced my least favorite place in that godforsaken house, my closet. I had several rules for sleeping since I didn't want to be kidnapped by monsters, and these rules were very simple. 1, keep a nightlight on at all times of the night. 2, never open the curtains unless it is the only option. 3, never get out of bed unless it is an emergency. 4, when getting out of bed, leap as far away from the edge as possible and speed walk to the door. 5, never reveal your face outside of the blanket. I curved the blanket around my face so I found still breath while concealing my face. 6, avoid the edges of a bed. 7, never make unnecessary movements. Notice the exception to the second one. Yeah, that's the one I was going to have to use. But my mom had closed the curtain before I could open it, and I was too scared to get up and reopen it, so I was left with nothing but the swirling shadows of my room and my nice, I don't know how to say this word, y'all. Nicotophobia. Nicetophobia. Oh, I'm going to have to look that one up. Somehow, after what felt like hours of crying, I started to doze off. But that's when it happened. That's when it appeared. Suddenly, the blanket concealing my face parted, and the closet of my room started opening. I didn't see a hand, so I knew it was being opened from the inside. And it couldn't have been one of my cats, since they were either in my sister's room, the living room, or my parents' room. They were not here. This was some sort of supernatural event. Suddenly, my body froze to the bed, and while I wanted to scream, my lips wouldn't move. Then I saw it. I saw it. One yellow, beady eye staring at me from the closet. It spoke in a girl's voice and said, It reminded me of something that had happened a month ago, something I had tried to forget. A month ago, on a night similar to this one, I was in my room. I had no idea where my parents were, but since my sister knew where they were, I felt somewhat safe. But all that safety melted away when I heard the exact same voice say, What's mine? What's yours is mine. What's mine is mine. I was scared and couldn't see where the voice came from, so I ran to my sister and asked her where were our parents. She said they were just outside, asked me why I looked so scared. I told her the honest truth and said, I heard a voice in my room. After that, she told me to quit trying to scare her. but she had a same fear in her eyes, as if she had heard it too. But I went back to my room. I don't like confrontation or conflict, and uneasily fell back asleep. I felt true dread wash over me and waves for what felt like hours as the creature kept scratching the closet door with what I assume were long black claws, as if it were waiting for something. The moment it said, "Hush," I fell asleep. And as I did, I could see it stepping out of the closet, but couldn't make out the body. I could see long things, maybe limbs, claws, and spiky hair. It then made the same laugh. And I slept the rest of the night, still terrified by what I saw. The next day, I wake up, and what do I find? I had been dragged to the edge of my bed, scratch marks all along that side of the bed, scratch marks on my body, on my arm, but nothing in my closet. Now let's fast forward 5 years later. The encounter is still glued into my head and probably always will be. And I was listening to Something Scary's videos. A video pops up on the side, a song by a new artist I recently discovered, Ashley Serena, and the song was called Hush. Something forced me to click the video, and as I watched the videos and noticed the lyrics, it all seemed to magically describe everything that had happened to me. So I decided to share my scary story in the form of a comment. The comment is still there, and you can still find it to this day, and that's where I got two very interesting replies. I'll save the most interesting for last, but the first one, by Slavic, talked about a boy who repeatedly woke up with scratch marks on his arms after having nightmares. After weeks of this happening, he was found dead, and his story became the inspiration for the famous horror movie The Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, for the most interesting of the comments, by Kadranos, here's what it said. Interesting. In high school, a girl who claimed to be a follower of Anton LaVey once wrote, "What's mine is all mine. What's yours is mine too," in a notebook of mine. If I remember correctly, she also had schizophrenia that resulted in painful and terrifying hallucinations at times. After reading that comment, for some unknown reason, I started crying despite not being sad. I cried the same amount of tears I cried in that same encounter and heard a knock from underneath the couch. But as usual, there was nothing. The moral of the story is check your closet at night. Hug and kiss and tell your family good night. Say a prayer at night and enjoy life. Who knows what demons are watching from the shadows and waiting to strike? Thank you so much, Zhongli, for sending in and sharing your experiences with us. Ooh. Yeah, okay. And I'm probably still saying this wrong. Nicetophobia is an irrational fear of the dark. Wonderful. I really, really enjoyed that story, Zhongli. And yeah, that was a nice and strong. That's actually the type of story that I would like to have us do. I mean, I know it's like in the first person narrative kind of a thing, but it's creepy. It's creepy and it's very descriptive. So, I mean, if you like stories like that, where it's not necessarily demons, coming at you kind of a thing. Let us know in comments, kind of a thing, because your comments hold a lot of sway, y'all, on what ends up being video stories or not. Mm. So let's do a couple more shout outs. Yeah, again, Zhongli, awesome. See, and remember earlier we had for those that joined us late, I do recommend that after we end this stream, which will actually be kind of soon, that you go back to also hear Ella's story of the driveway. Very, very fun, very creepy. Who knows how it ends, right? Uh, Boomstick McFlame Chop. Horror is my middle name. Oh, Leah Klein, I love your mug. Thank you. I'm a big fan of Rogue Wolf's mugs. I should contact them, be like, let's figure out something because I like all your stuff. Toppy, you just got your shout out. Watching from Iowa. I haven't watched you since 2020. Oh, that was such a year, wasn't it? I don't blame you. You're gonna have a nice binge coming up. I'm so glad to watch you again near Halloween again. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean binge anytime. It's YouTube. We're here. Um, was it ah Endora Raptor Lover? Y'all in these usernames. You just got your shout out. I'm from Alaska. Wow. I had an uncle that lived up there for like a few years. Is it true that they like pay you money to like live up there? Just seems that seems interesting. I like that guaranteed minimum income or guaranteed basic income, I think is what it is. Dave the Gamer 12, you just got your shout out. Is this a creepy pasta? If so, it's so good. This was sent in by one of our fans, Zhang Li. So yeah, we get so many really great stories. Only so many can like make it into each podcast or make it into a video story, which is another reason why we have this live stream going on. Peppermint Berry, you just got your shout out. Oh Pickles, uh, Heller from is that Kentucky? You just got your shout out. Oh, love your narrating. Thank you, Peppermint. Oh, Pepmint. Pepmint Berry? Is that R? Miss that R? Olivia Polak, you just got your shout out. Like, I love it. Mirza Smashkan, you just got your shout out. And now I'm looking at the closet. Oh, closets. Tell you. Yes, I am into astrology and zodiac signs. Very much so. My sun is Virgo, my moon is Sagittarius, and my rising is Scorpio. So, for those of you that know astrology and zodiac signs, I am very orderly, organized, yet wild, independent, and free. I will follow the horizon. And well, my the way that I love deeply and also remotely. It's like I need my space. Okay. Let's see here. Nazuko Chan, you just got your shout out. Can you next time do a Filipino scary story? Yeah, we do a number of those, but yeah, heck yeah, we can work that into the things. Patricia the Capricorn ascendant. Y'all, you just got your shout out. I'm addicted to these stories. Sending you love from Canada. Markeia, you have a lovely voice. I love listening to your podcast. Thank you so much, Patricia, the Capricorn ascendant. Okay, y'all. So, yeah, that is going to be us for February. I mean, I know, right? It's already February. So, one of the things that of course go ahead and like subscribe here on YouTube or on Instagram and also on Twitter. We are Snarled is there is something scary official everywhere else, also on TikTok if you want to check that out. I'm on TikTok also, Darth Markeia. I will be putting up videos and content of everything starting in March, so if you want to go ahead and join there. It'll be closer to this format of what I do with you here, like there. And also follow me on social media at Markeia McCarty. You can just find my first name in places, Markeia, and then you'll be able to see a small picture, and I'm in there. So yeah, I just want y'all to be really safe, really embrace the whole self-care part of the love for this month. I don't know how Valentine's Day was for y'all, but I hope it was a lot about loving yourself as much as different kinds of loves from others. For Black History Month, go ahead and check out what we have been doing this month. More the podcast or the Candyman story. than some of the other videos. I think some were Black History Month and some were just our normal stories. And along with that, I mean, reach out to me via social media, like Twitter and Instagram, as in like on my pictures, as opposed to DMs. And let's start some horror conversations. Go ahead and comment on stuff. I love discourse on those mediums. So I hope y'all have been really safe and really healthy and have embraced the horror that we choose, since horror is life. I know that there's a lot going on out there right now. There's a lot going on right now. But I love that we've had this time together, and I very much enjoy y'all. Continue watching our stuff. Follow me on all the social media so that we can do more of a connect, so you can see some of my other projects that I'm doing, such as my zombie show that I do on Tuesday nights, that's 6 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/hyper RPG, where I'm a survivalist in a zombie apocalypse, but the zombie apocalypse happened in the 90s, but the time is today. So it's a whole thing, and it is well worth watching. And we're in the finale episodes of it. But reach out to me and I'll catch you up. Until next time, my dark darlings, sweet dreams.